Okay, it's Dumb Bleep of the Week. Happy Friday, everyone. It's a day of the week where we finally get to go through all of the dumb things that we've seen in politics this week. We threw in submissions. Fed Haters Club threw in submissions. Fed Haters Club is going to vote, and that winner will move on to Dumb Bleep of the Month and then Dumb Bleep of the Year. Gosh darn it if we just forgot to talk about it earlier this week, but Pete Hegseth came out and said something that was super offensive, which is that we leave no man behind. What about women?
That brilliant rescue was described by the Secretary of Defense and by General Dan Kane, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, as a long-standing American military rule of never leaving anyone behind.
We leave no man behind.
That is, of course, the old-school version of the idea back when only men flew American military planes. General Dan Kane, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, put it this way.
We leave no one behind.
The general knows, unlike Pete Hegseth, that could have been a woman they were trying to rescue, and it might be a woman the next time.
Is this real? This isn't AI?
He just needs to get it right. We do leave women behind. You know, that's obviously the rule. That is what Pete Hegseth meant by what he said. We only go through all those risks to save men.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that?
The Fed Haters Club is asking, so was it a woman? The answer is no.
Yeah.
Nope. None of the pilots rescued were women in this instance.
No. Yeah, so it did apply in this scenario. Is that the thing that we need to talk about right now? It's like this the controversy that we need to get going at the moment.
Yeah.
That he didn't say man or woman or the LGBTQIA.
Are these people, is MS now, like, are they short their own stock? And they're trying to drive it further into the ground to profit off its demise?
Yes. I think the answer is yes. I don't see any other answer for that. Okay, let's get into some more dumb stuff. That's number one. How about number two? It's always important to just remind everyone that the left is still crazy. They're still crazy, because then we're going to talk about the right here in a little bit. And I just want you guys to know that we are equal opportunity dumb bleep of the week here. We make fun of everyone if they do something dumb. That's what we're going to do. That's our promise to you. Let's get into this new thing here from Juno News.
When the budget was released, I was shocked to find out that Prime Minister Carney is cutting $7 billion between Indigenous Services Canada and Crown Indigenous Relations. They provided $0 to deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIWG2S LGBTQQIA+. This is abhorrent.
What was that? Does she have peanut butter in her mouth or something? What'd she say?
Let's hold on.
And Crown Indigenous Relations. They provided $0 to deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIWG2S LGBTQQIA+.
I didn't know we had more. MMIW. I can't even.
MMI. You see, and that's what I was about to say. I know that we're going to make fun of this right now, but can we just give a moment to just be impressed with the fact that she just said that?
Yeah.
You know, I don't even. I want to hear it one more time, and then we're going to figure out what all that is.
They provided $0 to deal with the ongoing genocide of MMIWG2S LGBTQQIA+.
Yeah. I'm not. If this were some kind of reality show game or something like that, I would not be able to repeat that for $1 million. Right now.
That must be like the new Atari cheat code.
It's I do know what it is. I saw Matt
Walsh. Up, down, right, left, A, B, plus.
So this is missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and asexual.
All right. MMIWG2S LGBTQIA. See, I can't even say it when I'm reading it.
I just want to wonder. I just wonder, like, who are you saying that for? Why add the missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls? Like, they're not listening to your speech just by rule.
They're missing.
They're
or
missing
murdered.
or murdered. And what's so weird to me also is that most of the other ones, as we know, are like sexual identities, like sexual orientations.
The only one that seems legit here is girls.
Yeah, just girls.
So
I think, is that missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, like Indigenous women and girls that are missing or murdered? I think it's something.
Who's two-spirited?
I mean, they are Indigenous, I guess. So, yeah, I don't understand adding those people into this group, and this is clearly ridiculous. Everyone knows that this is ridiculous and dumb. And but once I hear her say it out loud a bunch of times, I am a little bit impressed that she remembered it. Okay, yeah, so that's definitely dumb. And now that's number 2. I just want to start with a couple funny ones before we get into.
I did see this.
All this stuff. Okay, so Trump.
I didn't think it was real. I had to go look on Truth Social for myself.
You know, we get into one ceasefire and Trump starts another war. And so there were shots fired last night from Trump's Truth Social, which is still, I don't think we fully appreciate the fact that he started a platform, and when you say something on it, it's called a truth. Have we fully grasped how Orwellian that is? I mean, it's just wild. That's what
a narcissistic person would absolutely do.
So he goes after all these people in this post. He's finally identified the enemy. This is what's wrong with America right here. I got some zoomed in versions here. So he says, I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have been fighting me for years, especially by the fact that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the #1 state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon. This doesn't read like it was written by Trump, by the way, but it was posted from his truth, and he should get all the responsibility for it. But it doesn't quite have his normal flair that he adds to things, but whatever. Let's see, especially by the fact that they think it's wonderful for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. So you're already starting off with a lie just right off the bat. Like you're just
two lies in there. It says they've been fighting me for years. What's interesting is most of that group supported your newest campaign.
Yeah, and have supported him most of the time. Like, okay, Tucker Carlson, some text came out, and Tucker had some things to say about Trump, about like, can't wait until he's gone, or like no longer a factor. I don't remember the wording or anything. Megyn Kelly, supporter of his, of course, they had a rocky start from 2015-ish when they had the debate moment. I don't know about Candace Owens, and then Alex Jones has clearly been a pretty strong Trump supporter for a while. And it's just so wild because he's now cozied up to people who literally hated him.
They were never Trumpers.
Yeah. Like people literally said they were never going to vote for him, and he's totally fine with him now. And I try to figure all that out. First off, why would they do it? They do it because they want to be close to power. That's why those people are doing it. Your Mark Levin's and Ted Cruz and any of those
Rubio.
Rubio. Yeah, thank you. That's a good one.
JD Vance.
Yeah, JD as well. And so they want to be close to power. That's just what it is. He is running the Republican Party. He's got a major support base in the Republican Party, and they found out that was the best thing for them to do to further their careers. That was the best path for them to take.
And by the way, when
he likes them,
that's it. You bring up power, which I think is a good point. One thing I was thinking about this morning is, you will receive a lot of backlash when you speak truth to power, because power doesn't like that. The power wants everyone to go along with whatever it is on its agenda. And I say that as it's a grander idea than the people. And that's because I think that's true. When you speak truth to it, much like, angels and demons, when you speak truth to it, you get a lot of backlash, and you post lies on a platform called Truth.
Yeah.
And then that's supposed to make everything.
Is Tucker Carlson Jesus in this scenario, or who's Jesus? I just need to know who Jesus is while we're talking. Because, this is why. Sorry, he said, I know why. Because they have one thing in common: low IQs. That is definitely, okay. They're stupid people. They know it. Their families know it. And everyone else knows it too. Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've all been thrown off television, lost their shows, and are bigger than they've ever been. Oh, no, sorry. He didn't say that. And aren't even invited on TV because nobody cares about them.
By the way, TV is in the tank.
Yeah, no one
cares about TV.
They have way more people watching them, and they make way more money than people that are on TV. So that this is like an old person think. The way that they think about things.
And what, by the way, to put it in perspective, like it's a massive difference, just so you know. Like Fox News, I think, is still like one of the biggest ones, and they average about, what, 1 million viewers?
I think Jesse Waters is getting 2 or 3 right now.
2 or 3
Tucker
million?
Carlson was in the 7 or 8 when he left. And he's got, I don't know how many millions of people now.
He's
one
like
of the biggest
10 million.
podcasts, YouTube shows. I mean, he's got more people now than he did then.
So,
and he's
that's
making
just
more money.
Yeah, that's one thing to put in perspective. And then you look at some of these other shows like CNN or MS Now or whatever, barely getting 100, 200,000 people to tune in. And then you got people like Tucker, Candace. I mean, Candace has 8 million subscribers on YouTube.
Candace is massive.
It's ridiculous. And then you look at their counterparts. They're all going down, like Ben Shapiro, less subscribers, folks like that.
I listened to Ben Shapiro the other day. My God, it was hilarious.
So you're when this thing starts to happen, you start to see the attacks and some type of breaking apart of the fabric. And that's because we live in a new time, still new, by the way, where the media is sort of democratized in a way, or media is sort of decentralized in a way that the market, the natural free market, will gravitate towards people that it finds authentic. And that's what you're really seeing here. And the power has lost the ability to propagandize, and they don't know what to do about it.
They're freaking out.
They're freaking out about it. This is happening. So they've got to do something about it, and attacking those people is one thing to do. What's funny is most people, I think, unless they're old boomers, are going to read this and be like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, what my response to it last night was, there's no one who, because they read Trump's Truth Social post, was like, oh yeah, I guess I'm going to stop listening to Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly.
The people don't even listen to those people probably that are reading these.
Yeah, the people,
truths.
well, the people who care about this, who agree with this, are already not listening to these people. Like the hardcore MAGA people.
I know who this was written by.
The hardcore MAGA people can't listen to someone criticize Trump or disagree with anything that Trump does. They're not capable of doing it. They've already turned these people off. They just see clips that people post out on social media. That's not who, I don't really know who this is for. There's not going to be like an independent or right-leaning independent who reads this and is like, oh yeah, I guess Trump says they have low IQs, so I guess I should go back to, this guy who clearly has the highest of IQs. So let's read the rest of this thing.
Mark Levin wrote this for Trump.
He says, it's possible. He says they're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary for some free and cheap publicity. Now they think they get some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts. But no, he's literally talking about people with the biggest podcasts. Come on.
Like on the topping charts.
Criticize someone for having the third-rate podcast. You come after us.
It's not even just like the biggest podcasts, like the biggest media companies.
Biggest media shows
like
that exist.
Getting the biggest numbers. Yeah. Trump knows about numbers, by the way. He understands ratings and numbers.
I love this next part. But nobody's talking about them. But You're the president of the United States. You're talking about them. They matter for some reason. Why did you feel the need to do this? Anyhow, their views are the opposite of MAGA, or I wouldn't have won the presidential election a landslide. No, I actually won a landslide by saying you're going to do things opposite of what you're doing now. But MAGA agrees with me and just gave CNN a 100% approval rating of Trump, not hand-flailing fools.
He's still using that fake.
He's still using the
poll.
thing. Well, MAGA. Like, oh, hey, does the group of people who agree with everything Donald Trump does agree with Donald Trump on this thing? Yes. Oh, my God, that's insane.
100%.
Not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson, who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox, and he's never been the same. Perhaps
Did Trump finish college?
I think he did.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he did. Perhaps he should see a good psychiatrist, or Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous, quote, only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not. I wish he would have put trust me in parentheses right there, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. Okay, he is racist. That's all. That's the only excuse for that. Because, yeah, the First Lady of France might not be a lady. And also, I would say Candace is prettier than the First Lady of France, but whatever. In fact, it's not even close. Or bankrupt Alex Jones. This is where I'm like, I heard Alex Jones reading this and I just felt bad for him. You know, like, dude, you've been on your knees. I could barely understand what you were saying because of why you were on your knees that whole time. And you get this from this guy. My God. Or bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attack on the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims. Oh, he should have had a judgment of over $1 billion in damages for people. Come on. This is ridiculously claiming it was a hoax. These so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news CNN, who he just cited earlier for a poll showing how awesome he was, the failing New York Times, and all the other radical left news organizations are hailing them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not MAGA. They're losers just trying to latch on to MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side anytime I want to, but when they call, I don't return their calls because I'm too busy on world and country affairs. And after a few times, they go nasty, just like Marjorie Trader Brown. But I no longer care about that stuff. I only care about doing right for our country. MAGA is about winning and strength and is not allowing Iran to have nuclear weapons. MAGA is about making America great again. And these people have no idea how to do that, but I do, because the United States is now the hottest country in the world. President Donald J. Trump. God. He did not thank us for our attention to this matter, which I'm most upset about.
What's funny is he says, but I no longer care about that stuff. I'm just writing a whole Truth Social post about it.
And no one cares about these people. Alex Jones' response, I did watch his response. He said, I've made it very clear I no longer support Trump, and I'm thankful to him for making it clear that I have nothing to do with him. The new Trump is a rotting husk of the old Trump. I hope 47 enjoys Mark Levin being his spirit animal, or is it two-spirit animal? I'm not sure. after the last one. Okay, that's number 3. That does nothing to help anything. The lines are drawn, and if you want any kind of conservative right-wing movement in the future, there will have to be a way for some of these people to work together. Those people he just attacked clearly have huge audiences, the largest audiences that people have in the country or in the world for shows. And he's doing that, like, none of their viewers are like, oh yeah, I guess Trump's riding with it. No, it's not going to happen. You're just further driving the wedge between the hardcore MAGA and independents who are right-leaning, or conservatives who are open to criticism of Trump, or maybe libertarians, if anyone cares, stuff like that. It's doing nothing to help. And why are we doing this right now? Like, this is not the biggest problem. I get that you can't convince people that this war is a success and we had to do it. That's your problem because it's not a success and we didn't have to do it. So you don't have to go lash out against people who are clearly out there saying what the truth is, and you know it's the truth. He knows it's the truth before it gets posted, the opposite of the truth on Truth Social. And that's what really drives me nuts about this thing. Okay, next thing, number 4. Wow, how did we do that? That wasn't the one that was going to take a long time.
Should we create another platform called False Social?
False Social. We should. Yeah.